The project in Western Sahara came about when I won a grant from a Spanish charity, Doctors of the World. And this grant was to document one of their projects anywhere in the world. And so they presented me with a map and said, where would you like to go? And I immediately saw that they worked in Western Sahara. And I said, this is where I want to go. This is the project I want to do. Because I've been in Africa for a few years at that stage, and Western Sahara is one of those countries in Africa that you see it on the map, but you never hear anything coming out of that country. It's so isolated and it's in a real media shadow, And this is incredible. It's astonishing because when you realize what's happening there and the story that's still continuing, still ongoing, even today, it's shocking. 170,000 Saharawi refugees, the indigenous people of Western Sahara, live today in refugee camps in Algeria. The conflict with Morocco has never been resolved. There is a fragile peace at the moment. But the whole history, it's an incredible story. Spain was a former colonist. They withdrew in 1975 because Morocco had invaded. There was supposed to be a referendum on self-determination for the Sahrawi people. They didn't get that. And today, they're still struggling for it. These pictures have a distinctive style, and there was a real reason behind that. I mean, when I went there, I didn't have any preconceived ideas. I first went to the refugee camps in Algeria. What I found there was it shocked me, the scale of these camps and the amount of people all living in this incredibly inhospitable area of southwest Algeria, and absolutely forgotten, completely abandoned. How many people even know, that these people are there, that they exist? And I immediately knew I would have to do a project that really got this point across, that really had a strong message that said, look at these people. Look, they are here, and nobody knows. The world has completely forgotten them. They are abandoned. And it struck me that they were like ghosts. And so I came upon the idea to shoot the whole series at nighttime, a series of portraits, all done at nighttime, to give a sense that this was one long night for the Sahrawi people. I mean, some people, I believe, they were taking a chance having their picture taken. Some, you'll see two of the photographs, the women have their faces covered, and they were apprehensive about showing their faces. But you'll find there's one other woman who has been arrested and spent time in jail and been tortured, who was adamant that she wanted her picture or her face shown, and was not afraid, was actually felt this was her duty to do this, and is a human rights activist and is outspoken about the situation there, and really wanted to tell her story, so was grateful for the opportunity. Because policy from the major players in this conflict, the policy from the United States, from the French, is one of, blind support for Morocco, because they are a strategic ally. So you find that Morocco's position has not changed for many years, because there's absolutely no pressure on them to change. So why should they? And so this situation just continues. And that only breeds more anger within the camps. The majority of the Sahrawi people I talk to want to see a return to war. And that's got to be a worrying situation for everybody. I'm very interested in issues that are underreported. Conflicts, social issues, whatever it might be, but issues that aren't receiving the coverage that perhaps they deserve. And Western Sahara and the Sahrawi issue, I think, definitely falls into that category. You wonder how much effect the work can have, what sort of difference you can make. But I think you've got to try, you've got to attempt to inform people, because first and foremost, change will come through people being informed and people understanding an issue or a situation or a conflict. This is what good photography is about, photojournalism, to bring issues to the fore that perhaps are being overlooked, but issues of injustice and issues of where human rights abuses are taking place. I think that's vital. Work like that is extremely important.